everyone. I am Kate Fischer. I am an author, an illustrator, a graphic designer, a wife, a mama of 3 little ones here at home, and I thought it would be kind of special if I took a little time and read to you my first published book that came out in October of 2019. It's entitled Your Angel Army, A Book of Hope. And some really exciting news here is that I have 3 manuscripts underway. All 3 are very different, but very important. The first is something I've been working on that was requested by a lot of women in my life and people I actually have never even met that have become fans of Your Angel Army. And that is a book that focuses on infertility and infant loss, 2 really hard topics, especially when you are trying to explain those things to a child. So the analogy that I've been working on is there's a prince and a princess, and they're just trying really hard to grow this beautiful garden because everyone else around them and in their kingdom just seems to have gardens so easily, and they're everywhere. And it just talks about the struggles that they have and trusting in God to get them through those hard times when their garden isn't growing very easily. So that's the first manuscript I've been working on. The second is a message for those who lose a dog. So as an animal lover myself, I was approached by some of my fellow dog lovers, and they just thought, wouldn't it be cool to have a book to gift a family or a loved one when they lose a pet? And I agree totally, because for a lot of us, dogs are just a family member. They're just like anyone else in your family. They follow you around the house and they get into trouble, but they look at you with those big eyes and you just melt. So that's manuscript number 2. And then the third is a crazy story. The words of this particular latest and greatest that I have in the works came to me very rapidly, kind of surprisingly, just less than a week ago. And it is in a branch off of Your Angel Army, A Book of Hope. But the next Your Angel Army book will be called Prepare for Battle. And I really wanted to write that and share that kind of message of empowerment with my son, Charlie, who's in 1st grade. I feel like when kids are really little, we can talk about our faith and we can talk about Jesus, and they just kind of, most of the time, hold on with blind faith, and it's all sunshine and rainbows. And then when they get a little older, especially in my life and in my world for Charlie, you know, he became much more fascinated with superheroes and fighting and Pokemon and all these other things that aren't exactly biblical. And so while it's fine and healthy for him to have interest in those things, I also wanted to make sure that he wasn't getting left behind in his faith journey. So Your Angel Army, Prepare for Battle, is all about how God provides us with these amazing shields of protection so that we could never be harmed spiritually. So it's something that isn't talked about a ton, I don't think, with little ones, but a really lifelong, powerful message. So that's what I have cooking on my 3 upcoming books. Of course, there's a ton of work to be done in the meantime, including illustrations, which can take, well, they could take years if I let them to. But I just wanted to update that I'm getting all your messages. I so appreciate all of your amazing heartfelt requests for what my upcoming book should be. So keep them coming, because they just spark my imagination, and they also really motivate me to keep creating and knowing that it is making a difference in the world. So thank you so much for supporting my career, and as I follow this huge, daunting dream of mine to spread God's love and spread His word through the gifts that He has blessed me with, which is creativity. So, on that note, I would love for the chance to read Your Angel Army, A Book of Hope. Your Angel Army, A Book of Hope, written and illustrated by Fischer. There was once a time when all I did was dream of who you'd be. Would you follow all the rules or break them, just like me? Then you came and warmed our hearts. Our lives were changed forever. Your laugh, your smile, your crooked grin, and your jokes that are so clever. But over time, our giggles faded. The sunny skies turned gray. Something didn't feel right. And so at night, we'd pray. Lord, cover us from head to toe. Turn our worries into song. Send down your angel army to help us to be strong. Since that day, we've seen the proof. The angels really came. Some have wings we cannot see, but we know them just the same. Some are nurses, some are friends, some just mow the lawn. But each of them remind us that the night turns into dawn. How long will this last, Mama? Your voice so sweet and kind. With tearful eyes, I look at you, and Jesus comes to mind. Do not worry about tomorrow. Just focus on right now. Trust in God with all your heart. He'll make it right, somehow. Through each battle, we'll be fierce and keep our eyes above. The angel army has our back, and we will resist all fear with love. When waves of fear crash into us and storms come rolling in, I can feel your light, my love, and I know that grace will win. Along the way, when things get hard, let's stop and smell the roses. It turns out angels can speak to us, even through our noses. I love you so, my little one, and no matter where this goes, We'll pray each day together, for that's where all hope grows. So laugh and play and shine your light, like most elf children do. Remember, you are wonderful. God has big plans for you. So your angel army was actually written in memory and celebration of Wally Ryder, who was the best uncle and fantasy football player a girl could ever ask for. And so I'm sure each of you can think of someone that you love that has faced incredibly hard times and trials, whether that is a difficulty within your family like divorce or loss of an income, maybe it's cancer, maybe it's just a really hard bad day or bullying at school. Whatever that looks like for you, I just in my heart of hearts want you to know that you are so incredibly loved by the King of all kings who lives up in heaven but also resides in our hearts. So I'm sending you well wishes from chilly and cold Minnesota today, and I pray that each and every one of you has a fantastic rest of your day. Sending love. Bye.